Out of three types of investment revenue, this is a third type of investment revenue. Security form of investment revenues, non-security form of investment revenue. One more is physical assets. Under physical assets, we are going to see two types of physical assets. One is real estate, especially we are concentrating on land, and one more is gold. So these are the two avenues we are going to see. Real estate includes normally land, building, then plots, all those things. Whereas gold includes physical type of gold, or it may be various bonds, all those things. So in today's class we are going to discuss about these two issues. We'll see the importance and informations about real estate. What is real estate? What are its merits, what are its demerits? In brief, we'll see about land first, then we'll see about gold. Land or real estate. When it comes to real estate, land or building or any other similar things which will come under real estate are all immovable properties. So we cannot move them from one place to other place. So immovable property in the sense it will be fixed at one particular place. So the owner of the asset cannot take it to one place to other place, so it will be fixed at one particular place. So you have to remember this. So we'll see whether it is an advantage or disadvantage. First of all, it is a advantage. Advantage. No one can steal your particular property. It will be there at a particular place. It will be considered from the point of view of disadvantage also, because you cannot move it from one place to other place. When you cannot move, you cannot take it somewhere. Only the mother documents of that particular asset can be taken by the owner. Next concept is registration. So any kind of land which is traded under the act of real estate is supposed to be registered. So registration is based on the value of the property. Based on the value of the property, registration will be done. Based on the value, stamp duty is supposed to be paid. So one particular stamp duty will be fixed. That stamp duty you have to pay. After paying stamp duty, your land will be registered. Once it is registered in your name, you are the real owner of that particular asset. So if you want to sell, you can sell it. If you want to transfer to other person, that also you can do. You can gift it to someone. Anything you can do. All these are left to you. It is your wish. When it is registered, it will be registered in your name. Your name in the sense, in the name of the owner. Next, what is the advantage of registration? When it is registered, it will be in your name. So you have all rights to sell, buy, or transfer, or to gift. So everything is in your hand. So that is why registration is advantageous. Next, capital gain tax. So this particular real estate will attract capital gain tax. There are two types of capital gain tax. One is short term capital gain, other one is long term capital gain. So if you own particular asset for a very shorter period of time, like 2 years, 1 year, within 1 year, so all of them will come under short term capital gains. But whereas you will own for a long period of time, maybe like 5 years, 10 years, so when you sell that, you have to pay LTCG tax, long term capital gain tax. So short term capital gains, you will buy quickly and you will sell quickly. Long term capital gain, you will buy and you will keep it for a long period of time. So you have to pay capital gain tax when it comes to all physical assets, especially for land. Then Yes, the point, the one more advantage we can tell, it cannot be stolen. Land cannot be being stolen. So what can be done is the documents of the land may be stolen, but since it is a immovable property, no one can steal this particular land. So that is one more advantage of investing in land. Next, the demand of land will continue to be high. See, that is one more advantage. It may be little fluctuating sometime, but always the value of this particular demand will be always high. Sometimes the value of the land may come down. That is also, there are very rare chances, like some of the situations when there is, it will the policies of the government or the biggest policies will affect the whole country. In that case there may be changes, otherwise there won't be a reduction of the value of the land. So in those situations also demand for the land will be demand will be there, value may fluctuate, and always there will be appreciation for the land, no depreciation for the land. So this is one more advantage what we can consider. So these are the features, and we can relate it to advantages of land. So notes will be given for you, given to you, especially advantages and features will be given. You can write at that time. So you cannot move it, you have to register it to claim the rights of that particular land, otherwise you cannot own it. When you register, you will become the owner. When you are a owner, you can sell it or you can transfer it to any other person. Capital gain tax, at the time of selling you have to you will get gains, that is a long term capital, either it may be long term capital gains or it may be short term capital gains. So in both the whenever you are getting gains, you have to pay tax. It may be STCG or LTCG, short term capital gain tax or long term capital gain tax. Then possibility of land being stolen. No one can steal this particular property land, because the registration will be done and value of the land and registration will be there in the registration certificate. Only the certificate can be stolen, but land cannot be stolen. Next, demand for the land will continue to be high, always it will be higher. The demand won't decrease, value may fluctuate, but always it will be in a it will increase. Yeah, thank you.